Hello there everyone, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you aren't, I'm EJ, and this is one of my favorite videos of all time. It's from this band named Dosu Duburi? I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. I don't know how to pronounce most crap. For anyone new, if you're new to this channel, you'll get used to it really quick if you stick around or look back in any of my past videos. But yeah, this video on how a diss track ended Napoleon. I love this video. It is hilarious, and since it's Napoleon month on my channel, I'm not doing this yearly. Mind you, this is a once in a lifetime thing where I devote an entire month every day to just one subject of history, which this month being Napoleon. So, yes, I am really looking forward to sharing this all with you, because I just love this video. The link to it will be down in the description down below. So let's get to it. Let's watch how did a diss track end Napoleon's career.
How did a diss track end Napoleon's career? Following the defeat of Napoleon at the Battle of the Nations, the allies of the Sixth Coalition began a coordinated march into France to end the threat of the French Empire once and for all. As soon as the invasion began, Tsar Alexander of Russia made a beeline to Paris, capturing it easily and forcing a humiliating surrender.
Marshal Bon Voyage. One of my favorite marshals, very underrated.
But as Napoleon began negotiating for peace with the coalition, Tsar Alexander remembered the life-changing kiss on the lips he had received all those years ago from his ex-homie Napoleon.
You know, that was a pretty passionate kiss. I mean, I think if you see the actual picture, Tsar Alexander's kind of like leaning into it, like, I know we kind of been joking a lot about Tsar Alexander and Napoleon kind of being gay, but if this painting or picture is accurate, then there is some kind of passion, there had to be. But man, that life-changing kiss on the lips, dude.
And decided to give him extremely favourable peace terms. Napoleon was exiled to the island of Elba, where he retained his title as emperor and a large pension. This treaty infuriated some of the allies of the Sixth Coalition, particularly Britain, who were forced to recognise the legitimacy of Napoleon in his defeat, something they had failed to do for all of Napoleon's reign. To counter this humiliation, Britain ordered their greatest living general, Sir Arthur Wellesley, to drop the most ruthless diss track on Napoleon ever witnessed.
Oh man, wait till you see the fire Wellington dropped on Napoleon. I kind of like the first bit of the video is kind of historically accurate, and then it drops this.
Something so sick that Napoleon's reputation would be stained for eternity. The Duke of Wellington got to work and several months later dropped the most ruinous diss track on Napoleon ever spake up to that point in history. A full Nelson at Trafalgar made your navy tap out. I crossed the Pyrenees with a parody so I could get the clout. I burn a dot on my forehead so your conscripts might hit me. But like your first wife, all they're gonna do is miss me. Your health doesn't seem well after that post-Paris defeat. You know what might help? A long Russian retreat. From one short man to another, you know I'd like to thank you, cause now thousands of French bachelors are buried in Russia. My favourite of your tactics is a move called the nay-nay. It's when you crush your own cavalry in just one day. French women don't shave their pits, which may leave an odorous stench. But in my old Britannia, we use our pits to shave the French. You're a little island boy who's just trying to make it. Ask any of your mistresses on how to fake it.
Dang!
Me over with the kiss on the lips. Nor with cash, I'm not Josephine, I don't work for tips. That poison vial round your neck, sure it's looking tasty.
I'm so sorry, that's like... Oh my gosh, he owned him with that one. First the mistress faking it, and then Josephine, I don't work for tips. Oh my gosh. Dude, Wellington, chill. He's already dead. He's already beaten. Chill.
The only thing they'll name you after is a mediocre pastry. I'll see you on Heaven's Carousel when both of us have died, but unfortunately you're not tall enough to ride that ride. Having been read the diss track lyrics and his home...
Dude, that was awesome. I love how that was still so fire, despite the fact he just kind of spoke the lyrics. Like, dude. Like, man. Those bars, man. My favorite is like, you know, ask any of your mistresses on how to fake it. Nor with cash. I'm not Josephine. I don't work for tips. Dude, this fire, though. Like, are you kidding me? If rap had been a thing back then, you just know the British would have dropped as much bars as they could have on Napoleon. Oh man. I also love this one. My favorite of your tactics is a move called the Neighing. Oh my gosh. Like, I think that was a reference to Ney's charge. Dang, dude. Wellington completely owned Napoleon. Napoleon, you gotta fire back.
Read the diss track lyrics at his home on Elba. A furious Napoleon immediately escaped back to France, fully knowing that only owning the Duke of Wellington in a head-to-head confrontation could save his credibility.
I choose to believe this is historically accurate. Napoleon escaped Elba because he wanted to get even with the Duke of Wellington. You can't convince me otherwise. The Duke of Wellington dropped fire on him.
After reclaiming Paris, Napoleon sent a strongly worded letter to the Duke of Wellington, challenging him to an after-church throwdown in Belgium, infamously adding to be there or be square. The Duke of Wellington decided to do both these things and met the French forces at Waterloo, forming his infantry into literal squares, which he used to devastate the French cavalry.
Oh my gosh, be there or be square. Okay then, shows up in the square. I'm so sorry, this is my favorite video. Be there or be square. I'm so sorry.
Napoleon lost the battle and was banished to the remote island of St. Helena, a fact he would never fully stomach.
Oh my gosh.
A special shout out to all my...
Dude, I love this. I love this video. I love this channel. This is the funniest thing ever. And I choose to believe it. The Duke of Wellington, man, no wonder he owned Napoleon, dude. Like, you know, like, he dropped the biggest diss track of, like, you know, the century on Napoleon, and then literally defeated him by showing up and being square. Like, dang, Napoleon, man. I wish this was historically accurate. I hope in the future, if mankind ever perishes, and like, you know, I hope this is the last fragment of like history, just these videos, and people will think this is how it actually went down. Someone, I don't know, maybe aliens. I don't believe in aliens, but point is, maybe, you know. Oh man, that's the funniest. I love this video. I'm sorry, this was a little bit of a silly reaction, but this was my favorite video. And, oh man, a good way to almost cap off Napoleon month. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.